Now, I'm pretty sure you that's watching this video right now would love to fly to Hawaii, Paris, or even Dubai for free. Yes, again, for free. And no, before you click off, this is no gimmicks, no sketchy hacks, just legal, proven ways to fly using the right credit card strategy. Yes, the right credit card strategy. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how to use these 5 powerful cards to earn points, cash in flights, and travel for pennies on the dollar. So what I want you to do is go grab your pen and paper, and without further ado, let's dive in. All right, ladies and gents, so before we actually dive straight into this video, I just wanna give you a quick disclaimer, all right? Now, I'm not telling you to go out and get every last one of these credit cards and then some to rack up consumer debt, okay? Just to fly for free. That does not make any sense. I do not want you flying to Hong Kong for $40,000 in debt just because you wanted 40,000, points just so you can fly for free. It doesn't work like that. This is a finance channel, all right? And I try to make everything as simple as possible. So don't be simple-minded, okay? So what I need you to understand is you have to use all of these credit cards responsibly for this to work, okay? Now that we got that out the way, now we can get started with the first card, which is the American Express Gold Credit Card. Now, you can definitely get this on the personal side or business side, pretty much with any Amex, all right? But if you're only using the flights for personal leisure, you have to do it on the personal side. I do not recommend you do it with a business credit card or anything like that, even if you have an LLC, but you don't have business travel expenses right now. You don't want to, just don't do it, all right? Just do it on the personal side. It's no big deal. Now, with the sign-up bonus, we're looking at 110,000 membership rewards points, okay? It was a tongue twister for me for some reason. But I'm just here to let you know, if you're a very savvy person, you can definitely go to different, websites. Sometimes you get something in the mail or even referral bonuses where you could have something way higher than that. I've seen things way higher where it was all of 150, 200,000 and more. But as in the making of this video, it is 110,000 sign up bonus points right now, just right now, okay? And how that actually breaks down is you get 60,000 by spending $1,000 for a full year, and also 30,000 points or more if you hit 20,000 in 12 months. Or you get 20,000 more points for one purchase between the months of 15 and 17, okay? And that's just kind of a breakdown. You can still spend X amount of dollars in a certain amount of months just to get the 110,000 membership points as well. But this is sometimes how they break it down, as you see on the screen as well. So there's different ways on how you can really rack up Amex points. Now, how to actively use it. Now, just like I said in the beginning, as far as the restaurants and the supermarkets, you get 4 times the points every time you swipe your card at a supermarket. So anytime you go to a Walmart, Publix, wherever you are, I don't know where you are, compare foods. It does not work at a bodega. I've tried it. Just don't do it, all right? But you get 3x the points on flights as well. So every time you use it through the Amex portal, you get 3x back the points of actually confirming that flight in itself. Now, with the membership rewards points, they actually transfer to certain airlines like ANA and way more. And that's what I'm racking up now. So that means that a $1,000 ticket could just cost you 40,000 points. Easy to say at least. If you're going to these restaurants and these supermarkets like you say you are gonna rack up these points in no time, ladies and gents. I'm telling you right now, the bang for your buck is right here. Now, even though this is a juggernaut of a credit card, there's still way more that you can actually utilize on top of this, as in a stacking method to make this even better. So let's go ahead and get this with the second credit card where you can stack on top, which is the Amex Hilton Honors, okay? And I know some of you will wonder, like, yo, this is a Hilton card, like this has nothing to do with flights. Hold on, hold your horses before you blast me in the comments and things like that. Because this card is ideal if you're loyal to Hilton or you just wanna earn hotel nights fast. So now you have the flights, which I'm gonna give you with the gold card and the other cards I'm gonna give you, but you also have a nice place to stay as well. You might as well. But again, it's also useful for flights through transfer options, okay? So you can utilize this card for the point system and still transfer it and still utilize it. Does that make sense? Especially if you're savvy. Now, let's talk about the sign-up bonus, which is you get 130,000 Hilton points after you spend $3,000 in 6 months, ladies and gents. 6 months. So that means if you're utilizing this for ads, bills, anything that you normally do, and you know in 6 months you're gonna spend $3,000, and depending on where you stay, that's probably not hard. You'll probably do it in the first month. Those points are easily yours, easily. But let me show you how to actively use this. Now, you get 12x the points on Hilton hotels, okay? So every time that you go to a Hilton hotel and you use this credit card, you get 12 times the points. You get 6x on supermarkets and dining, which is way more than the gold card. And you get to transfer the Hilton points to selected airlines or book hotels through their travel portal, ladies and gents. So if you're a hotel junkie, you're always gonna have a flight in your back pocket. So that's the best for hotel redemptions, if flexible, if needed, okay? So you can definitely use this with the gold card, and you will have almost a crazy amount of points that you'll be able to utilize just to go anywhere. So if you're going from New York to Cali, or you're going to, Bora Bora, anything of that nature, this is gonna be an easy no-brainer to get these points, so you can definitely fly for free. But I'm not done. Let's go ahead and get into the third credit card, just to kind of, just spread you out a little bit, not just keeping you just in one, category. Let's talk about the Capital One Venture X. Now, with the Capital One Venture X card, this is more like your travel command center, okay? This is what I like to call it. It's flexible, rewarding, and packed with perks, okay? And if you're not with Capital One or in the family of the ecosystem of Capital One, I do recommend that you have a really, really good credit score before applying for this. Really any of these credit cards, but really the Venture X. They're looking for like the 750s, 760s, and things of that nature, okay? I know that for sure. So make sure that your credit is in order before you actually try to go for this. Now, let's go ahead and break down this credit card. With the sign-up bonus, as in the making of this video, is 75,000 miles after you spend $4,000 in 3 months. Just $1,000 more than the Hiltons, okay? So I'm pretty sure you can do this the correct way. As in right now, you get 10x on hotels and rental cars, 5x, yes, 5x on flights, and then 2x on everything else, okay? Now, I know I told you that you have to have a really good credit score for this card, but also remember that the Venture X is a charge card. So whatever you utilize on this card, you are gonna have to pay it off at the end of the month. So are the the gold card and things like that. But a lot of people don't know that about the Venture X for some reason. It's definitely a charge card. So whatever you use, you definitely have to pay it off. You can't leave a balance or anything like that. If not, you are gonna be penalized, okay? So I just want to tell you that, but you can definitely utilize the Capital One, ecosystem to really get those points, and they're really, really hefty. As you can see, 10x on hotels, and then 5x on flights, 2x on everything else. That's almost more than the American Express credit cards that I just told you, minus the Hilton, so just the gold card. But it does have a few more perks in itself as well. You do get a 10K anniversary bonus miles, and I can tell you how to use it right here. So when you have these miles, you can definitely book through the Capital One travel portal, or transfer the miles over to 15 airline partners like Air Canada, British Airways, and more. So this is a great way for anybody that wants to fly without a hassle, especially when you're trying to go to these different countries. So if you're trying to go see the world, any of that nature, you can definitely utilize these transfer partners and get all of these flights for super low cost. The only thing that you're probably going to be paying, just to be honest with you and transparent, is probably like the taxes and fees. So something where you're going from, I don't know, like North Carolina or something, all the way to Bangkok or something like that. That means that can be like over $2,000 of an actual flight. But when you utilize the point system, you're probably only paying taxes and fees of maybe $200. Maybe $200, and then you're staying in business class? Come on, guys, what are we talking about right here? You're literally stealing these things. The next credit card that I want to talk about is the Amex Business Platinum. Now, you can either get it on the business side or the personal side. I know I say this a lot, but I just like to reiterate this. Now, let's talk about the sign-up bonus. Right now, as in the making of this video, you get over 150,000 MR points after you spend $20,000 plus a $500 credit in 3 months. Now, I know a lot of you probably be like, yo, I can probably spend $4,000 maybe even $5,000, but $20,000 is crazy. That's why I said you can either get the personal or the business, but I'm just talking about the business because I'm more familiar with the business side as far as the personal side with the platinum, okay? Especially if you're a business owner, if you have, you know, employees, if you're running ads, anything of that nature, that $20,000 goes like that. You don't even see it. So you will get the MR points really fast, and then you get a $500 flight credit, which the gold card doesn't even really give you. Now, you do get 5x back on flights and hotels through the Amex travel portal, which is kind of crazy because I think I remember at one point, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but in the comment section, I remember it used to be 6x back on flights and hotels. But anyway, you do also get access to the Centurion lounges. You also get Uber credits, which actually work with Uber Eats, and then also the elite hotel status, okay? Even with the gold card, you didn't necessarily get those perks right there. You still got access to the Amex lounges, but you know, there's tiers, there's levels to this thing. Now, let me explain how to actively use this. You can literally pay with points with 2x value on flights, okay? So that means that you can transfer points to airline partners with even more value, okay, than just the regular average than what we've been talking about. So this is perfect if your business, again, runs expenses through cards and you love flying in style to all these places like masterminds or, you know, just anything of that nature that's just business related, okay? Now, the platinum card is not the ultimate travel card as everyone seems to believe it to be, but I mean, it is really great, but like once you really kind of like pop the hood, you've been in the credit card game for a while, you kind of notice that, you know what, you can kind of get the same amount with the Venture X and the Gold card. Just a little easier in my opinion, because some of the perks they have you might not even want to really utilize, you know what I'm saying? So if you want to use this card for everything that it's worth, it's definitely worth it, especially because of the annual fee that's over $600, okay? And I just want to talk about that as well. I know I haven't been talking about the annual fees because I know somebody in the comment section is going to say something about the annual fees. I just want to let you know right now, the reason why I didn't give it to you in this video is not because I forgot, but it's mainly because I want you to do your homework, all right? That's what I want you to do. I always want you to fact check everything I say because things change. You know, I don't know when you're going to watch this video. And I don't want you to go and be like, well, this YouTuber told me, or this Instagram, or whoever it was, influencer told me to do it, and then How-To told me to do it, so I just went and do it. No, I want you to do your homework. I want you to research and see, okay, this card is $325. This card is $550. This card is $695. That's a lot of money. How can I utilize all this? Okay, so I have to use this credit to actively get my bang for my buck. Yes, that's what you have to do, because yes, you can definitely fly for free, but it comes at a cost. It's really at the cost of your education, your knowledge behind everything. If you don't know how to utilize these cards and really utilize it for the annual fee, then you're just racking up annual fees and consumer debt, and I don't want you to do this, okay? But if you utilize it right, then you're definitely gonna be flying for free all the time. The fifth card was actually supposed to be a bonus because I know a lot of people don't rent, but this card is really a cheat code, ladies and gents. And I didn't know this in the beginning stages until now, and I'm just like, bro, this card is super crazy. And the card I'm talking about is the Bilt Mastercard. The reason why I say that is because it gives you a routing number attached to your card for the renting portal. So now the renting office does not actively know that you're using a credit card because it gave you a routing number and checking account and things like that, but you're actually using the Bilt card, thus waiving the credit card fee. So you don't have to worry about those $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, 5%, charges that actually go to your card. But that's not even all of the perks. First and foremost, it has no annual fee. You earn 1x on rent, 6x on dining, and 4x on travel, ladies and gents. You can literally use the Bilt portal to transfer to over 18 travel partners like American Airlines and United, and even more than that. But keep in mind, if you spend $3,000 to $5,000 on rent every single month, then that means you could possibly have a free flight every single month if you utilize their travel partners giving. You do also have to swipe the card like 5 times that month, and not just on the rent, but I mean, you can buy 5 bags of chips or just get gas with it or something like that, and you're in the clear. Now, I want to give you this caveat right here and this disclaimer as well. you should not cash out these cards for cash, all right? Please. I mean, the reason why I say that is because, listen, if you redeem the points for cash, then that's like literally trading gold for gravel, in my opinion. Because the cash redemptions usually are like 1 cent per point or less. But in a travel booking, it equals to 2 to 6 cents per point in value. But let me give you an example, all right? So if you go from NYC to London, the flight is like $800 cash or 40,000 Amex points. But you go from LAX to Maui, it's $700 cash or 45,000 Venture X miles. Do you see the difference right here? So that means if you cashed out 40,000 points, you might get $400 at most. But if you're using the same points to book a flight worth $800, then you're literally doubling the value. That's like buying a first class seat for an economy price. Points that stretch even further when you use them in a smart manner, especially if they're through the travel portal or airlines, things of that nature. But I just want to tell you that I'm not your pops. Do what you want, but I wouldn't do it. Now that you know how to use the 5 strategic cards to actually fly for free, stay in luxury hotels, and stretch your money further than ever before, then this is your chance. But if your credit is holding you back because you can't get approved for any of these, then you have a different problem on your hands. But I'm telling you right now, I can help you with that. Because right now you can join the Howtocredit Start program today, where I'm gonna help you fix your credit cards to qualify for these cards to unlock the travel lifestyle you deserve. So what I want you to do is click the link below right now so you can schedule a free session with me. And I'm telling you right now, don't wait because spots are filling up fast. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope that this helps you, and I really hope that you get this sequence so you can go ahead and fly for free. Hey, we might be sitting together on a flight one time in the business class or first class or something like that, and I can't wait to see you there. And until next time, ladies and gents.